Hi everybody, Lori here for Simon Says Stamp. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to introduce you to the new Sugar and Spice collection. I'm going to start with walking you through all of the new stamp sets. First up is the adorable Koala Tea Birthday. It's a little mini birthday stamp set with an adorable koala and a little mini koala. There's a coordinating die set. Cuts out all the images and the sentiments. For sentiments, we have a koala tea birthday and happy birthday. So this is an adorable little mini stamp set with the coordinating die set. Next up is another little mini called Yeti or Not. If you're a Yeti lover, you're going to love this one. So for the stamp set, we have Yeti or Not. It's Christmas. Have a Yeti-ful day. Let's chill. And then thanks snow much. Look at the Yeti and a snowflake balloon. And here is the Yeti footprint die set. It makes two sizes of Yeti foots, a larger one and a smaller one. So you have the outline and then you have all the detail with the little toes. Okay, and then the little dots, you can make a Yeti footprint tag. I mean, forget about it. I never thought I'd need a Yeti footprint tag. But when you know, you know. Okay, here we have Christmas cats for the cat lovers. During the holidays, you have all these adorable cats. For sentiments, wishing you a meowy Christmas. It's feline, a lot like Christmas. 'Tis the season. Merry Mischief, Merry Catmas, and Merry and Bright. And look at all these kitty cats. Cat with the tree, cat with the scarf, cat with the Rudolph antlers. And then the coordinating die set for the images and the sentiments. Love that when there's a die for the sentiments. That just makes me happy. Here we have Cool Birthday. Now these have all the cool critters. Have a cool birthday. Happy birthday. You've got the seal, the penguin. I guess that's a polar bear. And then look at this little area here. They can skate on it with the igloo, and the party pendants. Coordinating die set for all of those images. Here's a special one. Simon's Paw Tea. Okay, this one's really cute. Hope your day is filled with treats. Happy birthday. Time to paw tea. Stay positive. You make my tail wag. Missing you. You color my world. Okay, and then you have all the different Simons with the paintbrush, with the party hat, coordinating die set for the images and the sentiments. Next up is Gingerbread Joy. So we've got the gingerbread men, To a Sweet Friend, Have a Sweet Christmas, Sugar and Spice, and Everything Nice, Sending Warm Hugs, Be Jolly, Ho Ho, Oh Snap, and then Oh Snap. I think that's when the cookie breaks, right? Okay, and then you have all the gingerbread imagery, coordinating die set for the images and the sentiments. Next up, we have a fun holiday sentiment stamp set with a die set that can cut out all the sentiments. This is called Label Slides Christmas. And the sentiments are Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Peace on Earth, Love and Light, Season's Greetings, Joy to the World, Holiday Cheer, Love, Peace, Joy, Merry and Bright, Silent Night, Christmas Magic, Let It Snow, Special Delivery, Joy and Peace, and Winter Wishes. And then this die set, see how some are short and some are long, depending on the size of your sentiment. It's the perfect, and then it's got the little holes on the side. You could slide it onto some twine or ribbon, onto a card or package. Here we have another one called Plaque Slide Sentiments, and these are a little bit different size. So you could do vertical, horizontal. For sentiments, Merry and Bright, Peace, Love, and Joy, 25. Christmas Cheer, Merry Christmas, Peace on Earth, Peace. Joy to the World, Naughty or Nice, Jingle All the Way. Joy, Happy Holidays, Let It Snow, Holiday Magic, Wonder and Joy, St. Nick, Santa, Winter Wonderland, Holly Jolly, Do Not Open Until December 25th, Noel, and Believe. And then for the sentiments, you could see there's an oval and a rectangle, both with the openings on the side. You could slide them onto some twine or ribbon. We're moving on to Graceful Swans. This is a larger stamp set, kind of has the vintage feel. Wishing you a lovely birthday. May your heart be filled with peace. Thank you for all that you do. And there's a beautiful bridge and some swans, some greenery and swags. There's a coordinating die set for all of those images. This is a beautiful, kind of elegant stamp and die set. And then last but not least, we have printmaking leaves. So this is a stamp layering stamp set. The back of the packaging shows you how when you layer up the stamps, you get these two-toned leaves. Now the back of the packaging is a little bit enlarged. The dies show the true size. There's also dies for the sentiments in the stamp set, which are with gratitude. I appreciate you. Thanks so much. Happy Thanksgiving and blessed to know you. Moving on to some standalone dies. There are several, and I've die cut every one to show you the magic. First up is Gingerbread House Fun. So this is for the gingerbread or the baker. Look at these cute dies. You get the piping bag, the gingerbread house, the bowl, the spoon, and a cup of hot chocolate with a lot of whipped cream on it. I love that wooden spoon and the bowl. It's got a little detail on it. And this is just a cute set for holiday baking. There's two bird die sets. We have side perched bird and beautiful cardinal. Okay, look at these when you die cut them in different colors of solid color cardstock, or you could die cut them with white and blend the color with ink. So here's the side perched bird in different shades of teal. And then we have the cardinal in different shades of red. Here is the Ho Ho Holiday Greens. Okay, this is just a bunch of foliage, kind of a swag. I didn't adhere any of this together because I want to show you how you can, use the leaves individually. You could arrange them in a wreath formation. There's also some blooms with bloom centers. Do those in a different color. You've got the berries and all the holiday swag. Here is Nordic Ornament. This is a beautiful kind of cutout Nordic detail on there with the ornament topper, and then there's a hook, and you could do this two different ways. You can hook it like that, or you can just do this on the other end. I think that's how the packaging kind of shows it, like that. And then there's a little dainty bow that you can put on the top of your ornament if you choose to do so. Next up is iced cookies die set. I could go for an iced cookie right now. Gingerbread cookies sounds good. Look at the gingerbread man. There's a Christmas tree, and then there's a little stocking. So I die cut these out of brown cardstock and then the little white detail out of white cardstock. Next up is the Frosty Nordic Tree. I love this kind of Nordic detail. When you run it through the die cutting machine, it puts that into the cardstock. I wanted to show you the dies. There's 3 separate dies. So if you wanted to, you could just make a short little stubby tree, or you could add more and make it taller, or you can make it curve to the left or to the right. You can customize it. Twisted Branch is next. This one's large and very intricate, and there's lots of berries you can add. You could even add more berries or enamel dots. You could add glossy accents to your berries. And then this is a fun one, Wintertime Celebration Plate. This is a fun inlay die. It's a full-size A2, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then all the little different pieces I inlaid with solid color cardstock. That's a fun one for the holidays. And here we have Charming Berry Branch. Just a simple little charming berry branch. You can never go wrong. This would also look really cute die cut out of vellum. And then a loopy bow. Now, I have seen a lot of bows in my time, but this is definitely the loopiest, swoopiest bow you ever did see. Look at it. And you could probably, if you didn't want the big loopies, you could just have the small little tails, or you could mix and match your tails. Fun loopy bowl. Here we have Candy Cane Plate. Another cover plate, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I just die cut it out of white cardstock, laying it over a panel of red here. And look at all those colorful candy canes that fill up the background. A very easy card if you want to mass produce a bunch of them. Here we have intricate bottle brush trees. Get a larger one and a smaller one. I just did 2 different shades of green cardstock. It's a very dainty little swoopy bottle brush tree. Here we have narrow holly cluster. This is a large one that would take up an entire standard A2 size card. There is a separate leaf. Here I did it in a different shade of green. So you could fill this up if you wanted to add more leaves to make it fuller. but it's customizable. And then I added some red berries there, which you could add more or less. Here we have a sentiment die, Fancy, Joy, and Cheer. I did this out of champagne matte cardstock and laid it onto some cream for the shadow backer. Next up is a jumbo sleigh bell. It's a big bell, but it's so fun. I popped up the bright yellow over a darker backer, so it gives that illusion of the inside of a bell. Here we have two different tag die sets, the key fob tags, and you get 8 different sizes in this key fob shape. And then we have the luggage tags. I believe there's 10 different sizes of tags and then 2 different shapes of holes, a circle hole and a slit hole. Speaking of holes, there's holes and reinforcers. So this can give you all different types of holes for your tags and reinforcer details. That's always a fun one to add to all your tags, or if you want to just make anything turn it into a tag, you could add a cute reinforcer. So that's the key fob tags and the luggage tags. Next we have a new Easy Strips rounded rectangles die. And just so happens we have 2 new sets of Easy Strips, the Easy Strips Vintage Christmas and the Easy Strips Reverse Vintage Christmas. So you get 4 sheets in a pack. These are the black on white. They can be foiled. Here's the Reverse Easy Strips Vintage Christmas, and these coordinate with this new rounded rectangle. So look, it's 1 die and it can cut all of those sentiments out in one shebang. So you're going to get a lot of larger ones and some smaller ones with that nice rounded edge. Fun for all your sentiment needs. Here we have a large snowflake. It's just a simple large snowflake, but look how big it is. And another thing, it coordinates with this stencil set. This is the large snowflake cutouts. There's 2 different stencils. One is round and one is rectangular. So I have on my grid mat here kind of like the size of an A2 size card. So you can see how this would fit, kind of cropped on the left side, and you could blend the background of your card, and then you could pop up your die cut snowflake. And then here we have the rounded one. See how that fits on an A2 size card. You could blend the background and then adhere your die cut. You can mix and match these products in different ways. Moving along, we have several new embossing folder designs. I have embossed them all to show you the magic. First up is Santa Faces. Wait till you see this one. I did it out of red cardstock, and it just has so much detail with the snowflakes and all the Santa faces. But then there's 3 dies that cut out the Santa faces. So I die cut them out of white cardstock, put them back into the embossing folder to give them the texture. And I was thinking, if you wanted, you could color like the skin and the hat with maybe Copic markers. You could add a pom-pom to the hat. Just different ways to zhuzh up those faces. Here we have Brilliant Ornaments. Again, another embossing folder and 3 dies. So first I'll show you the background. Look at these beautiful, intricate ornaments. And then I took the 3 dies and I die cut them, put them back into the embossing folder to give that incredible texture. And I did several to kind of fill up this whole design, because while I was at it, I just got in the zone. And I love this color combination. It's kind of got a retro feel, but it's just something different for the holidays. And look at this. Look at the detail on those ornaments. Brilliant Ornaments. Here we have Words of Gratitude. This is a fun one. It's just a bunch of grateful sentiments. Thank you. You're so very kind. But look at the kind of beveled texture on it. Here I did it out of some very light kind of lilac cardstock. Really fun sentiment embossed background. Here's Christmas Candles, a beautiful swag with 3 different levels of candles. I did that out of some, I think this is sunshine cardstock. And then we have Heirloom Ornaments. Here I die cut this into some dark, I don't know, is this peacock or dark teal cardstock? The texture on the ornaments is just incredible. Here we have 2 different wreath embossing folders. First up is Festive Wreath, which I did out of some red. Look at this, fluffy, big with the berries, all the detail. And then this is the Leafy Wreath. Okay, so you've got Festive Wreath and Leafy Wreath. I want to show you side by side so you can see they are different, but they're both wreaths. So which one do you like better? I don't know. They're both good. Great to put a pop of sentiment right in the middle. Here we have modern loop. This one's a little bit hypnotic. Look at all those. They're kind of like petals, but they're loopy. Okay, moving on to a couple of new stencil designs. First up is the patchwork. This is giving quilt lovers vibes. There's 3 stencils. You can build it up, this pattern. They're 4 by 4 inches, so a little bit smaller, but look at how this builds up into a beautiful patchwork quilted design. Do that with a lot of different colors to customize it and get different looks. And then we have the pumpkin patch. I believe this was included in a recent card kit, but if you'd like to purchase it individually, it's part of the Sugar and Spice release. So there are 4 stencils in this. You can build up a background of pumpkins. So this will allow you to blend all these in different colors. There's a separate stencil for the stems and just make a colorful pumpkin background. The back of the packaging shows you the imagery so you can get an idea. Now we have a few new sets from Kathy Zilski. This one here was also part of a recent card kit. It's called the A2 Grid Basics, and it's a fun sentiment set. The sentiments are kind of in square form. So let's go through them. It has been decidedly way too long since I saw your face. I have missed you so very much, and I just wanted you to know. Thank you for being there for me when I needed you. Birthday wishes for your special day. Sending many congrats on your big day. I am so grateful for you every single day. Sending all the love your way, or all the hearts your way. Sending you all my love during this very difficult time. Hello, my sweet friend. I also want to mention there's a coordinating die set to go with this stamp set. I didn't have it to show you, but there is one if you're interested. Here we have the Holiday Duo. I just got to say, this Joy and Mary tickle my fancy. I love the font. I love how the Y has that swoopy extended part. And I just think Kathy Zilski knocks it out of the park. Here I did them both in white with a teal and a red shadow backer. And then we have the Small Thanks stamp set and Small Thanks coordinating die set. So this is a little mini. Thanks a gajillion, a million for everything so very much, for thinking of me, for being there, for your kindness and appreciation. Can't say heartfelt enough. Lots of thanks, 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 thanks. So there's 4 thanks in 4 different fonts. The coordinating die set is going to cut out those larger thanks and the 2 different hearts, and then you have all these little sub sentiments to go with it. This is a staple. Okay, and now this is a big one, the Inside Greetings Holiday stamp set with coordinating die. Buckle in. There's a lot to read. Okay, sending all the joy of Christmas your way. May your holidays be merry and bright. Wishing you and yours a happy holiday season and all the best for the new year. Even though we're not together this Christmas, you're always in my thoughts. May the peace of the season dwell in your heart this Christmas and all the days to follow. All is calm, all is bright. Warmest thoughts and best wishes for a Christmas that's magical and blessed. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Season's greetings, Merry Christmas from our family to yours, from my family to yours. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Here's to the happiest of holidays. Sending Christmas blessings your way, wishing you a festive season wrapped in love and topped with joy. May the spirit of Christmas bring you comfort, peace, and happiness. Okay, these are so good to stamp on the inside of your Christmas cards. But if you want to die cut them, maybe you have a colored card. You want to die cut it so you can put them in there. Or you can put it on the front of a card. They're very heartfelt. They kind of say all the things we want to say in just the perfect font. Okay, some extras in this release. We have some new sparkle paste. Okay, I was excited about this and very intrigued. So I took my little palette knife to kind of dig in here and get an idea. Like, it's black and gold, but it's kind of like clear. I don't think that's really going to show up black. I haven't used it yet, but it looks like it's going to show up gold. Sparkle paste. Here we have a black glass glitter jar. It's a teeny tiny jar filled with black glitter. This would be fun for the holiday or Halloween projects. Okay, look at, I opened this over scratch paper because I feel like this is gonna go everywhere. But how fun is this cute little mini jar of black glitter? And then there's a package of antique brass eyelets. Are eyelets coming back? I remember when I used to love eyelets. You are gonna need a tool to put these on projects. You need like a little eyelet tool or a crocodile or something like that. And then here's a little Christmas cheer embellishment mix. So you got the red, the green, the white, iridescent. And then we also have the mini star embellishment mix. These are fun. They're kind of like iridescent yellow stars. How cute would they be in a shaker? Just to shake up the iridescent stars. Next, we have a package of Sage A2 side fold cards. So you get a pack of 10. These are pre-cut, pre-scored, side fold, and all you got to do is pull them out, fold them, make a card. Love this color of sage for the holidays. There's also a new trio of ink colors, shark, dolphin, and whale, as well as the coordinating re-inkers. Okay, in the same color, shark, dolphin, and whale. Now, if you're familiar with the positively saturated inks, you know how wonderful they are. They blend like butter. They stamp like butter. They are a dye ink. And I swatched them on a piece of cardstock because I wanted you to see the 3 different color tones. Okay, and do you see how smooth they dried out? So here is shark over on the right. The mid-tone is dolphin, and the darkest shade is whale. These were a little splotchy when I just swiped them on my card, and when they dried, smooth as a baby's bottom. And that is everything included in the Sugar and Spice collection. Before we go, I just wanted to share a couple projects that I've created. My first card features the Wintertime Celebration plate. I inlaid all those I showed you before, added some sequins and gems. For the sentiment, I used the CZ Holiday Duo for the joy. And then this one features the Brilliant Ornaments embossing folder with the coordinating cutting dies. I added the Mary from the CZ Holiday Duo. Make sure and check out the Simon Says Stamp blog for more inspiration and information about this new Sugar and Spice collection. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.